this stage that you feel the microphone's a little superfluous. But I've got it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. Good evening. Welcome to the comedy joint here in Bangkok. My name is Steve. I will be your host and MC for the evening. I am from Australia, so I'd like to greet you with the traditional Australian greeting. No, yeah, how you going? There is actually another Australian greeting, but I don't know you well enough to use that kind of language yet. And now, before we go any further, because you all look like very, very nice people, so I need to do that. I need to offer up a bit of a public service announcement, a bit of a community service announcement. Tonight is a stand-up comedy show featuring comedians, which is good. I saw one once that featured mimes. It was a bit crap. Comedians are very expressive. Hey, when did you guys sneak in? Hi, how you going? Good to see you. The crowd just increased by like 15, I don't know, mass is not a strong word. Insert correct percentage here. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, comedians, we are very expressive people. We're very excitable. Some comedians tonight, English is our first language. Some of them it's not our first language. But whatever, every now and again, we will get a little bit excited. We will start to stretch the bounds of the English language a little bit. What I'm trying to say is, if there's anybody here who's easily offended by like profanity or obscenities or swearing or anything like that, now would be the perfect time to fuck off. Off you go, sir. I knew it was going to be you. I knew it was going to be you. Can't trust him. Can't trust his slip-on shoes. He doesn't even like laces. He's got sandals and socks. Where are you from, sir?
From England.
From England? Oh, good. I'm from Australia. Thanks for the country. I know you guys are from Australia. Actually, I was out handing out flyers before and I saw you guys walk past on Cowsand Road and I heard the accent and I was going to turn around, but Australians are more likely to tell you to fuck off. So I didn't, and also he's a massive unit, so when he tells you to fuck off, you fuck right off. Here's what you do. So you're all from England?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks all of you for the country. For those of you who don't know, a few hundred years ago, England arrived in Australia, looked around and went, oh, this looks shit, we'll send the convicts here, and fucked off back to miserable grey England. And we know you messed up too, because every year we get about $250,000 on your turn up with suitcases. All right, joke's over, can we come in now? Also, thanks for teaching us how to play those awesome sports we now flog you at. That's great. They hate me already. I don't care. Whereabouts are you guys from?
New South Wales.
New South Wales. Good. Go Blues. Are you going to be back in time for the next game?
When is it?
Wednesday night?
No.
All right, I will be, and I'm going. I'll cheer on for us. I'm going in Melbourne, so it's going to be good. These people have got no idea what the fuck we're talking about. You people that snuck in, whereabouts are you guys from?
From London.
From London? Oh, do you know these guys? You don't know each other, don't you? And where are you from, Lovely?
Bangkok.
Bangkok, right. We don't investigate those kind of things. We just gloss over that and keep on moving. That's fantastic. Is this your first time in Bangkok?
Yeah.
Yeah, first time? No, first time? No. Did you? It doesn't matter. We don't investigate those kind of things. So England, tell me honestly, is there more weed here than you thought there was? Did you guys know about the weed before you came over? Of course. Sorry, I must be the only bloke in Australia that didn't fucking know. I literally spent my first 2 hours walking up and down Cowsand Road going, can I smell? Surely not. And then I turned around and there was just a massive marijuana leaf and I went, I think there's dope here. I recognise the smell. I lived in Adelaide for like 10 years. For those of you that don't know, Adelaide is the fucking Thailand of Australia. It's the Amsterdam of Australia. It's where all the weed is. That's why this, in any other setting, this would be considered a small crowd, where I've actually managed to say hello to every single member of the crowd. This is not the smallest crowd that I've ever performed in front of. The smallest crowd that I ever performed in front of was in Adelaide. It was about 20 years ago. It was at Adelaide Uni, the University of Adelaide, in the Univar. It was a Wednesday night. And this was back before we carried emails in our mobile phones. Like if you got an email, you printed it out and put it in your pocket and stuff like that. And anyway, we turned up at Adelaide University. Like this place seats like 600-700 people. Like it's a massive unit. We walk in and it's just dark, pitch black, and there's just one very, very, very stoned guy behind the bar, polishing glasses with the intense concentration that can only be attained by a guy who has punched many cones that afternoon. And he walked in and he was legitimately surprised to see people in his establishment. And he looked up and he was like, oh. He goes, we're closed, hey. Right? And we said, but we're here to do the comedy. And then he answered in a very Australian way. This is an answer that you will get from an Australian if you ask him a question and they have no fucking idea what the answer is. He replied with, yeah, nah. Right, that actually means shit in Australia. And so he responds, he goes, and I know before Dennis gets up and yells at me again, I know they say it in America as well. I learned that the other night. But he said, yeah, nah. He goes, that's next week. And we pulled out the email and we were like, yeah, nah. It's this week. And he looked at it and went, oh, nah, yeah. And then he goes, oh, we changed it. And he goes, can you just come back next week? And because we were such in-demand, high-profile entertainers, we could definitely come back next week. So we said yes, and he was like, oh, fucking sweet, hey, which is another Australian saying, perfect. And my mate who I was with, he then turns around and he goes, well, if we're coming back next week, you've got to pay us for both weeks. And there was a bit of, oh. And then he realised it wasn't coming out of his pocket, so he was like, yeah, nah, yeah. So we said, sweet, and turned around to leave, and all of a sudden he's gone, yeah, but if I'm paying for a show tonight, I want a fucking show. And we looked at each other and we were like, yeah, no, he's right. Now, I was drinking heavily at the time, so my only concern was that I was getting a drink right at both nights. So he gave me a 6-pack of beer and we literally got paid $400 to sit on stage, drink 6 beers and verb into a microphone for 45 minutes, which this guy thought was the most entertaining fucking thing he'd ever seen in his life. Anyway, you guys are great. So what family holiday, you guys are all, how does this work? Is this like all family? Right, cool. There's 5 of you. Who's the odd one out? You are. You're the fifth wheel.
Yeah, I'm looking for typewriter.
Mate, just like that, the best I can offer you is a slightly used ladyboy. That's the best. That's the. And if he ends up with a ladyboy, there's a very good chance he will be the one taking it. I don't know, that was all I knew about Thailand when I said that I was coming over here. All my mates, all they told me about was ladyboys, Thai massages, and fucking ping pong shows. Yeah, what are you laughing? Have you been to one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have? I haven't yet. I bought a paddle and everything just to go.
You need a bird cage, not a...
I need a bird cage.
Yeah, and a fish bowl.
Fish bowl.
It's hectic. Who
You
cares?
gotta go to Phuket.
Yeah, full. And cigarettes and darts. Like
Fucking darts, mate. You got a durry.
No, like full smoke.
Oh, what? In the... Oh!
Smokes it. And
Well, you wouldn't be able to light that afterwards, would you? It'd be fucking ruined.
Oh,
You know what'd be good? Roll one, nick it, stick it together.
No, she full on smokes it. And then
She smokes it?
lights out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she'll literally put it there, suck it in, and then blow the smoke out.
I've tried.
What's the ping pong show?
What's
Let's. But we're not screening our audience members. A ping pong show, it's
You need to go.
it's ladies, and I use the term fucking loosely. It's females who insert things into their lady parts and then pop them back out again.
Walk
Yeah.
out and and just sit there and then just go and a budgie will just pop out.
Is it a whole new meaning of the term budgie smugglers, really? These guys are now there making plans to go. This show will be finished by about 10. I'm sure we can fit you in. Lex will probably, where is Lex? He probably knows someone. He can hook you up with some tickets or something like that. All right, that's great. We met the one person that didn't know what a ping pong show was. That's fucking great. Although that's not the word. We had someone in here a couple of nights ago that had no idea there was weed in Bangkok. I was like, was there more weed here than you thought? And he was like, weed? And I'm like, oh. I'm like, how long have you been here? He's like 2.5 days. I'm like, you don't need weed. If you've been on Cowsand Road for 2.5 days and didn't realise that there was weed here, you don't fucking need it. Right, what else have we got? Okay, toilets are over there, the bar's up there, don't confuse the two. They will get annoyed if you piss on the bar, and I'm looking at you, mate. And you will look silly drinking it. You don't even need to drink out of the toilet, but you got the bum gun. Have you discovered the woo? Yeah, you can squirt water up your own arse at no charge. It's free. Normally I have to pay good money for that back in Australia, and you will need it. If you get a fucking hot curry on Friday night, you will be thanking fuck for that bum gum on Saturday morning, because if the inside of your asshole has already got 3rd-degree burns on it, the last thing you want is to be scraping it. You just point the water at it, cleans you off, and soothes the ring. You're welcome. I'm going to be doing travel guides for tourists. Fucking bum guns and ping pong shows. That's what Whiteley's all about. Right, we're going to kick the show off. You guys look like you're about as warm as you are going to get. I've had the pleasure of working with your first act the last couple of nights. He's an absolute treat. He's from the UK. Will you please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Mr. Mo McAlone. Hey!